Okay. Let's see. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Let's see if this works a little bit better. There we are. Hi. Hello. And oh god, of course. Alright, let's try refreshing this as well. Okay, hopefully this will bring it up live for me to be able to see. And there it is. Yay! Hello! Hello! Of course, of trying and testing and testing and testing and trying to get this. So the whole point is to test this out to see how it actually works. Yay! Hello and welcome to the stream. I am pleased that there are now actually viewers and I have now fixed it. That is good news. Hello. Yay! I know, in the middle of the night too, for me anyway. I have... I mean, this is a normal time of night for me, and I know that there are a lot of people around the world who are up at this time who cannot make it to my usual weekly streams, and it can be kind of hard to try and catch up on things when they're like 2 to 3 hours long. This should also still be archived. I'm actually going to hit recording through OBS as well, just in case YouTube doesn't archive it, because clearly I know what I'm doing. And starting a recording for backup purposes. Hello. And to anyone who is coming to this recorded after the fact, if YouTube did not archive it correctly, and this is the video that it starts at, or this is the point that it starts at, well, now you know. I am backing up the recording, but hopefully I won't need to do that. We shall see how this works. Anyway, so you may notice that I have an art program open today. This is what I actually kind of planned to test out how streaming is working. Are you guys hearing me okay? Is everything coming through? Can you see, can you see things moving on the screen? It's just the one little cursor, but even so. Because I wanted to show off this thing that I'm working on, which is actually an animation. I've only got a handful of frames, and by handful I mean I've got 27 of them. Yay! Excellent! Okay, so I want to show off for anyone who hasn't seen this, but if you are in one of my servers, you probably have. But the full animation as I have it so far is this thing. And you can see that I am slowly developing this as I go. I'm actually really pleased with this, and yes, the shrinking in size is deliberate here. It is intentional, and I'm actually having a pretty fun time making this animation come to life. This is literally just me testing what I can do in terms of animation. So I'm actually really pleased and very surprised at myself, because I have not come from a background in any kind of formal training when it comes to animation. So, thank you. As I see the comments actually coming in. So, yes. You're probably going to see me Control Z-ing a lot because, again, I'm trying to get this right. All right, so the arm is here. Move it out a little bit more. Okay, like this. Because the fun thing with lines is that I normally actually work with the skeleton, so like I'll have like for positioning arms and stuff like that. but I'm trying to keep this as clean as I go, as I possibly can. So... I mean, that's the thing. Art is something that that takes time doing right. I am so surprised to see people here. I'm so happy. I can't even tell you how happy I am to see all of you guys. So, sorry, I'm just literally like, I am always happy when I've got people actually watching my stuff. I don't know why I'm surprised that people are watching my stuff, I guess, because I've been doing this for, I mean, not this specifically, but I have been doing, well, not stream, well, some streaming stuff, but YouTube stuff for a while. Okay. Oh, well, that's a great reason. I had nothing better to do, so why not? That's also fair. Okay. So, trying to get this... Oh, what did I... Okay, that's what I was doing. Okay. I also have not touched this in a while, so I am trying to remind myself of what I was doing in terms of the momentum of the movement here. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I mean, it's one of those things where, in terms of my sleeping schedule, I'm usually in bed maybe a couple of hours from now. And that has me sleeping through most of the day. Well, I'm sorry that some of you are dealing with not being able to stream, but I suppose if I'm able to provide you with some sort of distraction, then I guess I'm happy for that. I guess I'm happy for that. I mean, if you really want to be here or something, God knows why that would be the case. Let's see. Alright. Trying to do clean lines here as best I can. So, okay. Finally, girl! Evening! Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to see you, actually. This is really fantastic. I know that I was just saying that, but, like, literally the best way to stroke my ego is to just literally watch me do stupid shit. Alright, let's get this hair a little bit more accurate. Really nice thick line there. That's gonna look good. Alright, trying to remember the actual length of the hair here. Okay. And I am very good with hands. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what your opinion on my hands are, but, like, I am so good at them forever. I can make them consistent size if I wanted. I can make them consistent if I wanted to. I can make them look good. Alright. Let's see, maybe slightly more curled to match where it just was. So I will say that as a complete and utter noob to this whole animating thing, everything I do is entirely experimental, and if I manage to get it to look right, it is purely by fluke. I have never been trained in this. I am literally just using whatever experience I have in doing art for so many years. Praise the Quen for trying out YouTube. Oh no. Yeah, I've been there before, Ben. I have had many instances where I have tried to sleep, but my brain won't let me for whatever reason. It's not even necessarily that I'm like focused on something that's keeping me up. It can be just literally the fact that I just can't sleep. My brain won't turn off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right. So actually, maybe what I want to do is I want to start adding that. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that my brain is also literally meant to be, like, particularly active. But it's been getting a little bit better, and I have also discovered, it turns out, that like, most people have a set point when it comes to, oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Most people have a set point of around 8 hours a night. That's usually the healthy range in terms of actually getting sleep per night. But for me, my set point is about 10 hours a night. And I have discovered this through trial and error, but I have discovered that when sleeping and actually giving myself time to do so and not forcing myself to be awake, I tend to sleep for 10 hours without a lot of difficulty. And amazingly, after doing that, I had more energy to then dedicate to the other things that I wanted to work on. So, again, I create a new layer, and I put the previous layer under a certain kind of lower transparency so that I can use it as reference without it necessarily distracting from the lines that I'm currently working on. I'm doing this old school, guys. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. Well, wow, okay. That's an interesting statement that you have made there, string of numbers. I don't believe that you were particularly sincere in your statement. Oh, no. Yeah, well, Kikyo, I definitely don't want you to be here at your own expense. People have individual set numbers. Some people are better with 6 hours of sleep. Some people are better with 10, but 8 is generally a pretty decent number to aim for when it comes to... okay, let's see. I think that's a good place to start there. But generally a good place to aim for when it comes to making sure that you're getting enough sleep. Because a lack of sleep will seriously screw you up. Alright. Alright, let's see. Try to make a consistent face here. Okay. That's a little bit better. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, John Morrison, for your donation of $2, your super chat. Well, hello. Oh, that was loud. Huh. Let's see. This is a little bit different from what I'm used to, and I'm definitely going to have to play with those settings at some point. Sorry if that was a little bit surprising for folks. Goodness. But yes, definitely, thank you. And I think I might adjust that to be just slightly smaller. There we go. Okay, alright. Alright. But yeah, I mean, honestly, do what's important for your health. Look at whatever it is that you actually need in order to accomplish your goals. And try to, pay attention to what your body is telling you. I spent a lot of time ignoring that because I was convinced that I didn't have enough time in the day. But it turns out that trying to force that ends up sort of just making me lose time anyway, because I wasn't able to concentrate on anything. I wasn't able to get anything done because I was so tired all the time. So, yeah, better to actually do with what your body is telling you your set point is. Hello, Anton. Welcome to this stream. This thing that I am trying. Okay, let's see. That's looking good. Once again, checking that. Okay. That's looking good. Actually, I'm trying to decide the right position for what I want there, because I want this arm to be folding up slightly even more. So, okay, so that's going to be a little bit better, I think. Hello, Ragnar. I'm so glad to see all of you people. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you guys are tuning in, even if it's just for a little bit. It's so good to see you guys. All right. Let's work on getting these hands slightly more where I want them to be. Should be careful about that. Hi, Sykes. It's good to see you. It's always nice to see the furry crowd represented. Yes, Kat, you are important. I think you are. I'm so good at hands, guys. Come on. Okay. It's a little bit too much. Okay. Hey, no! Hello, War. Well, thank you, Sykes. It's so good to see you here. I'm glad that I can be entertaining, although I'm also glad if I can be soothing, since many of you have said that you're having some difficulty getting to sleep tonight, and I would like you guys to be able to sleep. Sleep is also very important, like I've been saying. I say as I stream at 4 in the morning where I am. Hello? Hello, Mr. Obama? Hello? Alright, I think... Okay, keep that. I think I can probably actually see. Oh, I mean, I know that I have a naturally a different sleep schedule. It's been that way for a long time. Even when I was in high school, I had a lot of difficulty lasting through the day because I would get the sleep shut off juice sometime in like around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So it turns out that's probably related to brain stuff that I've been dealing with. Okay, skip that. Okay, get this. Let's see. But yeah, I have had some other things that have been going on with me for years, and it turns out that that is one of the things with that actually has to do with something called sleep dysphasia, I believe, where instead of getting the sleep juice and wake up juice at the same time as most people get them, I tend to be something more of a night owl. I mean, I will say that one of the things that I've noticed, a very common thing when it comes to art streams, is that it inspires a lot of people to actually, pick up and start doing their own art. Which, again, is something that makes me happy to see. I love to see people finding their creative groove. Okay, let's see. Da-da. Okay, and okay, so then I can start clearing this up. But yeah, I've sorry, I'm easily distracted apparently. Gee. Anyway, I have noticed that it's a very common thing for people to actually pick up their own artistic stuff and try to, they end up doing that when they watch other people doing art. Or even like they'll see an artist do something that's like, I've been wondering how to do that. Now I know how. I'm going to test this out for myself. I know that I've done that more than a couple of times watching some artists out there. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that works. Clear that a little bit. And okay, I'm going to clear that just a little bit. Okay. So that to that, that to that. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, okay. So the fun part is going through... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Well... what I wanted... I'm going to save this as that. And then save the actual frame. Alright, that is now 29 frames done. So again, just a reminder of what this looks like so far previous to what I've been doing in terms of the frames here. This is the animation as I have it so far. And I'm actually very pleased with how this looks. Even things like, just like the leg movement. It's a weird thing to be proud of, but I'm very happy with it. So, thank you. I'm in some ways having fun seeing all of these frames just kind of slowly add up and become more than their individual parts. So, all right, let's try moving some of the tilts. I am so good at doing consistent lines. I am using Clip Studio. Clip Studio Paint Pro is technically the version that I've got, which was actually recently on sale for about half off. It's actually not too expensive, and especially considering that it is a one-time fee and then you own it thing, I consider that to be a massive boon in an era where more and more companies are trying to convince you that you don't own the software that you purchase. They're determined with the whole software as a service angle, and I find that to be utterly atrocious. Nice! It's a good program. I've actually been using it for years now. And it's definitely suited everything I've needed for it. It's very, very intuitive. If you've used pretty much any imaging program, period, this one is very quick to get used to. And I love that, like, my pencil actually looks like pencil and is really smooth. I'm not seeing any latency when I'm drawing with it. The only latency is when I actually move to my pen, and that's because my pen tool actually has stabilization in place. And that's to try and remove some of the little idiosyncrasies of not having a completely perfect, ability to keep my lines straight. So it's a godsend in that regard. You can actually set how much stabilization you get. Okay, so that, okay. Let's see that. Okay, got the elbow. But I've been using it for everything I've done art-wise for a very long time. I've done it for when I was doing the comics that I was doing. Yeah, I used to do comics. I can't say that they were any good, but I was in the webcomic community for a while. Okay, that's not how fingers work. See, the thing is, don't be me, don't be me, kids. Don't be like me. Use references when you art. Find the reference that you need and then use that. This I am doing without reference, without direct reference anyway, because it is also literally just practice. But if you want to actually tone your skills as an artist, you're going to want to definitely use references, especially for things like hands. Hands are really surprisingly complex. At least when you're getting started with them. Okay. Okay, there's that. Okay, and, well, let's get the other hand. Okay. And I think... Oh, is that so, kitty? I have cats and they like to make noises. I promise you they are fine. What fuels my need to be creatively active? I'm not sure there's any one answer to that. I enjoy creating things. I've been drawing for as long as I've been able to, hold art implements in my hands. Oopsie, 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 oopsie. That's fixable. And I've always loved, even when I was 5 years old, I was doing multi-panel comics. Let's see. That's a little too much. Yes, they do. I'm making little comics and entertaining, with both the writing as well as the visual style. So when I got to high school and I started making comics and I actually started putting those together and showing off for people, and I kept getting encouragement with that, so I took it online. Now, weirdly enough, and here's a funny little story for all y'all. Doing the comics and getting online, I found that it was better for me, because I used to do TV for just background noise, and it was easier for me to concentrate if I had something going on. Just noise-wise, something that I could tune into the background, but even so still worked. And I stopped using TV, and I was like, well, I've got the internet right here, so why not use that instead of television? And I found things like Let's Plays online. And so I was like, I wanted to find gameplay of some of my old favorite games, because I was like, well, maybe people are posting this. And that's how I discovered Let's Plays, and this was way back in 2007? I think is when I actually discovered that. And I got to enjoying listening to that, and I was like, hey, maybe I could do this video game commentary thing. And I gave it a shot, and it turned into being something that I really enjoyed. So I kept doing it, and I started transitioning more and more into that, kind of set comics aside, because that wasn't really working out too well anyway. And ended up then kind of doing that for a while, and of course I ended up getting a lot of compliments on my voice, and that actually pretty well surprised me. I was not anticipating that when I got started. I was actually pretty sure that people were going to call me obnoxious. And instead, people found my voice pleasant to listen to. So from there, I started ending up doing a little bit more voice work online. And there was a brief period where I started working on a comic again, but I ended up falling out with it as I got more into doing the voice work. I auditioned for several projects, and including some very early Undertale related projects because there was a character whose vocal type I managed to be able to portray. And of course, you may know that the rest is history. I managed to depict a character so well that it almost became integrated with my personality. And some people have difficulty distinguishing between me and the character. I have had some people actually literally call me Toriel. And it's funny when that happens. I love it, honestly. There's a little bit of a delight. I do love being associated with the character so much. But it's still kind of like, oh, well, I guess I'm very much linked with this character now. Yes, Toriel. Hello, my child. Welcome to my stream. I shall animate a child transforming from one child into another child, and I hope it suits your taste. If not, I can always add a little butterscotch, or cinnamon if that is your preference. Hello, Alex. Hello. I mean, technically I've been doing Toriel for more than just man on the internet, but I guess that's my most notable presentation. Well, welcome. Oh, it's so good to see all of you. I don't know how much of a delay there is, but it is so good to see you guys. I'm very... Hello, Alex! Clearly I am also very excitable. Let's see. Alright, let's try to round this face a little bit more. Make it a little bit more childlike. If I can. It's possible. I mean, it's good. I mean, I know a lot of streams that can have like 30 seconds delayed or even more than that. 10 seconds is actually pretty standard. So I kind of liked that. I need to smooth this one out a little bit more. I know what to smooth. And no, what am I doing? I don't know. Anyway, you get to see at least some of the art process for me and how this tends to go. Which is a lot of Control Z and second guessing myself and trying to still come out with the end result that I want. And that's still lopsided. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. That's a little bit better, I hope. Now that's a good question. Well, if you're able to watch this on 3G without Wi-Fi, then that's actually pretty impressive. Which character am I animating? Well, this character started off as Chris. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely a lopsided face. Let's try moving this a little bit more. Okay. This is what I get for trying to change things. Oh. Well, glad to have you. I have had this channel for a while. I have not been YouTube popular for most of it. Nobody knew who I was until I put on the Toriel voice. I'm actually not even really joking about that because I had about... I'd actually slowly built up a fan base of about 4,000 subscribers for over the course of many years. From about 2008 through 2015, I'd gotten 4,000 subscribers all on my little lonesome. And then 2015 happened, and Undertale came out, and I started doing some voice work for Toriel, both as a personal little Ask blog and in doing comic dubs on my channel. And as I started doing comic dubs on my channel, I suddenly got a boost of another 4,000 almost literally overnight. So Undertale saves lives. That's a good, important thing to keep in mind. Okay. Okay. So a lot of people subscribed to my channel because they were hoping I would do more comic dubs and things along those lines. And it is unfortunate that, I mean, I should still have my parts with Man on the Internet, with Chrono Trigger the Musical. Those should still be going up. But unfortunately, I am unlikely to be in any future productions on that channel. I have a lot of fond memories of my time. And I'm certainly proud of the work that I've done. I mean, I will say, if it wasn't creative differences, do you think that I'd be able to talk about it? Initially, it was merely a parting ways with Internet remix. But things are the way they are. Yeah, I mean, I've got some plans for my channel as well. I am working on, not a particularly secret project, I suppose, but I am working on something to hopefully start debuting soon. Like, I'm hoping sometime in this next week. And I've got other projects that I'm a part of. I'm part of the Lemon Light Productions team. I am doing more stuff with my channel. I do have the Ballad of Loreley, although that is going to see something of a format change coming up. There's one thing that has been stalled, but should be back on track soon, and then hopefully some more stuff for that will start coming out. Okay. Yes, that's right. That's right, Cello's one-shot dub, where I voice God / the player. Although I am going to say that it's actually kind of funny. In the premiere for that announcement, I kind of joked at the beginning, well, I'm already God. Now, I'd also auditioned for the character of Rue, and that was the one that even Cello had said that she think I'd be a good fit for and to put in a shot for that. And so I was like, okay. And then Rue's name came up, and it was not me. And so I was like, oh, well, I guess I didn't get in on this one. And then the announcement of Nico and player/god came up, and I was like, that's my name. Oh god, I am literally playing God. Okay. Alright. I know. And yeah, that's right. I am also in King Spiral's production of Homestuck the Musical, although I've mostly just been chorus parts and narrator so far in that. I haven't actually, like, I was originally actually cast as the black and white queens. And a couple of those have already come out in that regard. I've also done some art for that channel. It's been a wonderful experience so far. Alright, I don't like this leg. So I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it slightly. Okay, that's better, I think. I mean, I'm hoping to be popping up in more later on, and I should be. I imagine that's why I was cast in that role. But so far, it's mostly just been me condemning Jack Noir for not wearing his proper clown costume. As he should, because he is now part of the problem. Even just this is like a little quick 2-second animation, or 2-frame animation, and I love it. Okay, it's looking good, looking good. I can clean up a little bit over here. Okay, get that smooth. Okay. And I'm in still quite a few things. And some of them are involved with my channel. Many of them that I'm excited for are involved with my channel. Pardon me. I do have something of a perpetual cough. Let me tell you how fun that is as a would-be voice actor. But I've also got another project in the works, sort of. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's 4 new frames. I have secrets. But yes, there is another production thing that I'm hoping to eventually bring to my channel. A couple of people know what that is. And it is something that I am very excited for, if I can actually realize it. And it should be a fairly major project, in terms of scale and all of that stuff. Alright, so bring down that a little bit. Okay, good. Of course, it may not be that big of a project. It might end up being just a passion project, which those are fine. But it is something I want to see if I can do, and if I end up getting enough interest in it. it should be something that will be coming to my channel at some point. It might be a few months down the line before I'm able to announce anything about it, but because I want to keep it kind of under wraps. Hopefully you'll understand. I am hyping something that you guys don't even know what it is, and you guys are like, oh, I'm getting hyped for it, and like, I'm glad for that, and I hope that whatever I'm actually saying, whatever I'm actually working on, actually matches whatever hype I am apparently already building for it. Let's see. Let's get that. Okay, so I'm concentrating on getting the hair just right. And it will be a collaborative project. Alex, come on. Alex, my child. They are trying to tease you, those of you who are in the audience presently. They do know about it. I have shared quite a few intimate details with them. Because I am planning to recruit them. But I still have a lot of the details to work out, and I'm doing a lot of the preliminary work as it is. Alright, well, it was good actually seeing you. Forgive me if I mispronounce this, Dagamanx, or Dagamanx, or Dagemanx. Whichever one it is, I hope you have a good one, and I appreciate you tuning in a lot. It really does mean a lot to me that people are showing up to this stream. What? I didn't tell you that? I thought it would be clear from the fact that I was telling you so many details. Well. Now you know. This is how you find out, me announcing it to everyone else as well. Oh. Dagamanx? Okay. Well, I was sharing it with you because I love you. But also because I thought I dropped enough hints for you to know that I was planning on involving you. I mean, a lot of it also depends on availability and all of that stuff, but I am very likely going to need your help. That's just a reality of things, okay? I need help, and you are an incredibly helpful and wonderful person, and I want to work with you. I want to collaborate with you. Oh, you see, Sykes? I mean, this doesn't exclude you. I know what you can do, and it's fantastic. I just have to do all of the preliminary work for what I'm going to be doing with it first. I could use a furry like you. We are going to turn every stream into Loving Alex hours. That's just how that's going to go. Because I always love Alex. Specifically this Alex in the stream right now. Government assigned furry. You're going to tell Slick? Slick knows I love Alex. Just like they know that I love Slick. I've made no secret of loving Slick. Or Alex. You love Slick, God? I'm sure they are also God, yes. Okay. Going to need to move them slightly over. Yeah, that looks good. That's perfect. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. The Lemon Light Pantheon. Yeah? I mean, we already knew that Melodiva was a god. She knew that. And pretty much everyone else knows it. I can draw shorts. Hopefully. Okay, so... That's good, that's good. Who isn't God? Well, I could toss some real shade about some people who actually sort of treat themselves like gods, but are definitely particularly fallible. We've got a lot of those big name YouTubers out there. People who have literally millions of subscribers. Now, some of them are completely effectually harmless. Some of them are doing a lot of good. However, there are a handful of them that have been given a lot of social responsibility and are not actually behaving like it. Okay, so let's fix that. Okay, there we go. I mean, I may joke about being a god. I know that I'm not. I know that in terms of scale of YouTubers, I am actually pretty minimal. But I do try to be a good person, and I try to be a nice person. I mean, and I will say that there is no situation, there is nothing that is ever one-sided. I don't know a lot of the personal lives of some of the big YouTubers that are out there. There may be a lot of reasons going into why they make some of the decisions that they do, and ultimately that's not my business. But I do still feel like there are some people who have social responsibility that they don't own up to. Hello, Waffle Man. It's good to see you. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Is there any missing? Nope, it looks pretty good to me. Okay. So, let us save that there. And oh, it's going to write to file. Okay, good.
And save as. Alright, let's pull this up. Alright, let's do this. And let's actually... So that's 5 frames tonight. I've been doing this for about an hour, 20 minutes. And I have accomplished 5 frames. If you ever insult someone who does animation, and they do it well, like they do it reasonably well enough, then I'm going to come out of your toaster and beat you with a spatula. Because animation is really hard work. Yeah, it is that time for some people to be getting ready for school. Wait, oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. And what question would you like to ask? Alright, so let us... It's time for me to put what I've got into practice. Alright, and then... all of those. Pardon me while I actually put together an updated GIF to potentially share with all y'all. And that should update everything. And it's all uploaded. Okay, excellent. Let's put this at the... Alright, so things have slowed down a little bit, but let's see how this looks. Whoa, whoa, hello. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Huh. Okay. So this is looking pretty good. Okay. So I can probably close that for now. Thank you. I'm actually going to try and showcase... let's see. Properties. Alright. Browse and pull that up. Hopefully it'll be different and show the latest frames. Yep, there it is. So that is the progress that I have made so far. I'm just kind of enjoying this right now. Alright. I am going to fiddle with the widgets for this at some point. Thanks, guys. Do I have plans on uploading more Stardew Valley in the future? I mean, I have technically a couple more recorded sessions with the crew that I was doing that initial Let's Play with, but I might just upload those for the sake of archiving them. Probably not split them into parts. I might do a little bit of editing cleanup on some parts of it, but I'm probably going to be largely doing it in terms of streaming, because recording it is not quite... It's going to be literally an eternal game. So I think it's more entertaining to see me stream it, and particularly to see me stream it when I'm playing with other people. especially with people who might be, you know, eating sap or something funny along those lines. Especially when you get those animation errors where it's just like, oh my god, what the fuck happened here? You're going to throw yourself at me. Alright, well, it will be a soft landing. Because I've got a lot of jiggle space for you to land. Oh, Lord. Well, I think 5 frames in one night is pretty good, especially for about an hour and a half. And especially for a test stream to see what I can do to try and get this to all cooperate. So, hopefully YouTube will actually help me to archive this and eventually post it to my channel. But I did also do a backup recording through OBS itself, so hopefully, I mean, one way or another, it's going to be archived on the channel. It's just whether or not YouTube is able to do it or whether or not it is me doing it manually. So. Also, it's probably gonna... Oh, it's still up. Weird. Well, I minimized the thing, but it's apparently popping up there. I'm actually really happy with my new... Technically, it's my new end slate as well as my thumbnail for this, my background for this. Well, I would love to play more Stardew with you, Alex. I really would. So, I am hoping to make this a regular thing through YouTube. I am hoping that it not only becomes a regular thing, but I'm probably going to be moving it to the weekends instead of like the middle of the week like this. So Saturday is when I stream usually. I might be implementing a Sunday stream, which is basically, for me, it will be the same day, but it would be around this time for those of you who are across the pond and thus not as easily able to make it when I am streaming at 5 in the evening for me. But, yeah, I mean, I have been going for an hour and a half, but I am glad that you guys came. Genuinely. And I mean this. I'm very happy that you guys came out today. I'm going to see what I can do to continue fiddling with the settings, to see what I can do to make this a regular thing, and see what else I can experiment with in that regard. I do prefer the YouTube format. I think it's a lot easier for other people to be able to join in and have some fun with me. And, like, I always appreciate hearing from you guys, so, like, whether you're live commenting with me or if you're watching this afterwards, you know, feel free to comment and let me know what you think. Unless that comment is something along the lines of, you know, something inappropriate, in which case either my filter's going to catch you or I'm going to catch you. And you're going to catch these hands. No. I am always very happy to speak with you guys and get to hear your feedback as I go. And maybe next time I'm doing this, it will be a game. But like I said, tonight was meant to be sort of just a chill little test. Well, you can be inappropriate, Sykes, and God knows I love it when you're inappropriate. But it's one of the scariest things I'm going to catch you. I don't know that I'm that intimidating. I am, like, I can put on a motherly tone, but I don't think that I can be, like, genuinely frightening. What is it, Sykes? You don't like hearing the actual other end of this when I'm saying these things? Do you prefer to hear it in text? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, moms can be hot. Just try not to do that with your own mom. That's, generally frowned upon.
And that is a delightful note for me to end this stream on. Hello, Eliza Hamilton. Wow, that's pretty amazing. But I'm going to be trying to do this more regularly. I'll be trying to do what I can to involve you guys in, hopefully be streaming more at this time and doing more with the channel and whatnot. But you guys are amazing, and I'm so happy to be able to stream for you guys. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, or whatever time it is that you are watching this. I hope you have a wonderful one. So, I will see you guys some other time.